Violence rocks Gaza, Israel, West Bank as crisis deepens on day of widespread unrest. Diplomats were scrambling to broker a Gaza ceasefire after violence swept across the Strip, West Bank, and Jerusalem on Friday, and protesters from Jordan and Lebanon stormed Israel border fences. In Gaza, thousands of Palestinians hastily packed their bags and fled their homes after Israel unleashed a further barrage of artillery fire and airstrikes on the north of the strip in an operation to clear militant tunnels. At least 126 Palestinians, including 31 children and 20 women, have been killed, with 950 injuries, Gaza Health Ministry officials said. At least 8 people in Israel have been killed by Hamas rocket fire, including 2 children. Meanwhile, in the occupied West Bank, Israel fire killed at least 10 Palestinians. Widespread protests took place across the West Bank, with hundreds in at least 9 towns burning tires and throwing stones at Israeli troops. Within Israel, violence also surged in mixed Arab Jewish cities for a fourth night. In the flashpoint city of Lod, Jewish and Arab residents battled even after some 500 security forces were deployed and a state of emergency curfew imposed. At the borders, Palestinians and Jordanians protesters attempted to storm military crossing on Israel's eastern border. To the north, a Lebanese man was shot dead as he joined a crowd of protesters wielding Hezbollah flags which successfully penetrated the border fence into Israel. On Friday night, the Israel military reported that rocket fire had been launched from Syria, with 2 landing within the country. It followed 3 rockets fired from Lebanon, likely by Palestinian factions the day before. Alarmed by the rising instability, the Biden administration envoy Hadi Amir flew into Israel on Friday ahead of a session of the UN Security Council meeting on Sunday. The US Embassy in Israel said that the aim of his trip was to reinforce the need to work towards a sustainable calm. White House spokesman Jen Psaki said Washington was focused on ending the crisis diplomatically, adding that Israel had a right to self-defense. Egyptian mediators were also reportedly shutting between the warring factions as Cairo took the lead in regional efforts to secure a ceasefire. The foreign ministers of Egypt and Jordan discussed efforts to end the Gaza confrontation and to prevent provocations in Jerusalem. But there appeared little hope of immediate deal. Instead, Israel ratcheted up at its deadly aerial assault of Gaza, targeting several kilometers worth of underground tunnel networks, rockets, production, and storage facilities. The operation targeted what Israel's military referred to as the Metro Tunnel Complex, with 160 aircraft as well as tanks and artillery firing from outside the Gaza Strip. It included a bank that Israel said handled the day-to-day cash flow of Hamas and its armed wing. An Israeli military official said that delivered a severe blow to the underground capabilities to Hamas and successfully killed well over 75 Hamas operatives as well as Islamic Jihad leaders, IJ leaders. There have also been further clashes between Jewish and Israel minority Arab community in mixed cities across Israel. Police said they had arrested at least 23 people over the unrest. Video footage showed open gunfires and Molotov street battles in places such as Jerusalem and Haifa. In Tel Aviv, Palestinian citizens of Israel told The Independent they were running night patrols to guard their mosques, fearing Jewish extremists were roving the neighborhoods. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres also appealed for an immediate ceasefire. Fighting has the potential to unleash an uncountable security and humanitarian crisis and to further foster extremism, UN spokesperson Stephane Dujarric said. Thank you.